Hi guys, my name is Samantha Gold, and this is my audience. The title of my speech today is Growing with Medicine. We have lived almost a year throughout a pandemic, and throughout that year, I have found a lot of challenges and ways that have made me grow, and I learned a lot in the medical field. So, my idea of medicine has been growing with me throughout my entire 20 years of living, and I've always found it intriguing. I've always seen myself care about others, and I love the idea of the ways we can care about other people. We all have a purpose in this world, and I want everyone to know that. I want everyone to realize that you are beautifully great at something, whether it's something you love to do or you're passionate about. And I feel like mine personally is medicine because I love and trust what medicine has done for all of us. And I would love to say that medicine has always been a passion and a purpose in my life, and it's presented itself as a hobby, a chore, and a career path. So let's start and talk about my beginning years of my life. So when I was very, very little, I loved first aid kits, and I loved everything about them. I went to Costco and I would see the big one, and I would ask my mom for that for Christmas. And you know, since it's from Costco, it was pretty big. So when I got that, I was able to patch up my mom when she got her 3rd-degree burns, and my sister when she had cactus stuck in her arm. So that was very exciting. I'm also very guilty of this. When I was very little, I loved going to the nurse. I loved getting the Band-Aid and watching her punch that ice pack and give it to me, because then I was able to show it to my mom when I got home. When I was little, we didn't live in the greatest neighborhood, but that's okay because I was able to witness a lot, and I got to see a lot of homeless people. And when my mom was driving around, I would tell her, "Mom, I really can't wait till I'm older so I can build buildings for them and give them so many things so they can be safe and healthy." Now moving on to high school, the greatest 4 years of our lives, I was in biomed all 4 years of that. And we all know that medicine is a very hard thing to study, and it's harder for people when it's an emotionally draining program. I saw a lot of people lose their spark, and in that certain career field, it's kind of hard because it is very challenging on one's mental. I shed way more tears than I should have and studied way harder than my sister did in nursing school. Although I did learn a lot and I had many great opportunities, I was able to learn so much about the subjects on physical and mental health, and I got to see firsthand football injuries, and I went to conferences and competitions, and I got to do and apply my knowledge on a test and on physical hands-on skills. Everything I learned throughout those years was very, very rewarding, and I'm very blessed to say that I did, because it was a great learning experience. And leaving high school was almost just as beautiful as entering it. But I would love to say that going into adulthood was very exciting, because I know that I had to toughen up and challenge myself in many, many ways, because I love the idea of doing stressful jobs, like being a special needs doctor that requires a lot of love and patience, or a firefighter paramedic. And all of those jobs just sounded so cool to me, but I'm a sensitive person, so I knew I had to toughen up. And that's when I joined the Air Force, because I knew the Air Force was the nicest of the branches, and it was less boots in the dirt and more book smarts. And when I did that, I went into a job going into aerospace medicine. I was going to be a flying medic, which is very exciting. But when I got the call from my recruiter that I failed the eye test, I was very, very sad. But everything happens for a reason, and that's why I was in quarantine for my whole 4 months of being in training and now in college. And I've never knew I could go through so many hardships and learn so much than I did. And I overcame it, and I came out a more patient and caring person than I could ever imagine. Now to wrap it up, I shared my journey through medicine, and I want all of you to apply what I shared into your own life. And I want you guys to know that it all started for me as a hobby when I was little. It became a back-breaking chore, and then it became a challenging feat I overcame to reach my ultimate career path. And I want you guys to know that there's going to be many obstacles, and you're going to want to give up, but please, never ever give up. Thank you. Here is my things, and then say goodbye to the audience. Bye.